What it do, people? It's your boy, Derek. I am on this lovely microphone again. It's been such a loaded weekend. And then all of a sudden today came up and it was action-packed as soon as I woke up. Just breaking news after breaking news. And my emotions went woo! Woo! It was just pretty crazy. I don't know. You're going to figure out when we go and talk about this show today. But it's a little switch up today. So normally we do our shows on Tuesday. We were going to do it on Monday today because that's when Denny said that he'd be available. Turns out this dude got pharyngitis, I think is what it's called. So he can't be on the show today. So I have the one, the only.
This motherfucker.
Yo.
Been a while, bro. Since I've been on the show.
It has been. I mean,
it's been like a couple.
Basketball. I don't know.
It's like 3 or 4 months. Maybe 5. Yeah. It's been a while.
I can have you on a little bit more now. You know a lot about football.
What's going on though?
Oh, not much, man. Just working. It's pretty much what I'm doing.
Yep.
Before we get started, guys, be sure to hit that like button below.
Hit that shit.
Also, we only need 87 more subscribers to hit 200. So be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Hit that too. Yep.
We appreciate that. 87 more, 200. Oh, also, we are officially a business now. Don't know how we're going to do this thing yet, but we're here. We have the official logo up there in the corner. Last week, I said we had a new logo, and it wasn't up yet. We had the old logo. Now we got the new logo up. So let's fucking go, man.
I like it.
All right, so we have a loaded show to talk about today. We're going to start with basketball, and then we'll get into football. But first, I'll start with football, then basketball. It's going to bounce, because I want to talk about Frank Reich. He's been fired after compiling a record of 40-33 as a record, okay, and 1 or 2. It's 40 and 33 essentially. That's the wins and loss records. He's got some ties in there too, but those are always irrelevant in my opinion. It's just really ironic how history plays itself out. Chris Ballard went to go hire, Josh McDaniels. He's like, fuck you. I don't want to work for your organization. Eat my nuts. And then Chris Ballard's like, okay, we'll have a backup plan. After the Super Bowl, he hired Frank Reich. And it seemed to be a lovely pair for the last several years until this year. Actually, matter of fact, until last year, the last game of the season when we just looked like fucking complete dog shit against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay? So, Mike, I'm wondering last year, as we're going into the season, is it Frank Reich or was it really Carson Wentz? We'll find out this year. Okay. Then we had Matt Ryan. I was like, this is going to be a huge upgrade over Carson Wentz because he's not going to want to die on every play. He'll be smart, make good decisions. He's not going to turn the ball over. He's got a loaded offensive line and a good running game. Some decent receivers that he could probably spread the ball around to. No, that was not the case. He fucking turned the ball over the most in the league. We have the worst offensive line in the league and a fucking running game that's non-existent. This is all on Frank Reich's shoulders, and people are, how is it on his shoulders? Well, we benched Matt Ryan for a quarterback who's never played in the NFL before, or started, I should say. Hasn't panned out. We fired Marcus Brady last week because he was the, scapegoat, essentially. He was the supposedly, a part of making play calls in the organization. But then this week, we only made 121 yards. It's got to be Frank Reich. There's no one left to blame, so he got fucking fired. The crazy shit is that this week coming up, we're going against Josh McDaniels and the Las Vegas Raiders. Crazy how it all turns out. Now we don't even have Frank Reich anymore. Also, they hired Jeff Saturday. The Jeff Saturday is now the new interim head coach for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, you guys are wondering what interim head coach means. It means just for the remainder of this season, Jeff Saturday will be the head coach. Okay, they don't have to go through the Rooney Rule or anything like that because this is a mid-season hiring. Now, at the end of this season, they have to go through the whole interview process again, interview all these head coaches and a minority head coach too as well, and also Jeff Saturday. I feel like this is a trial run. He's got no experience whatsoever except for high school coaching. He was a leader of the NFLPA Players Association. That's a pretty big deal and a lot to deal with. And he negotiated a lot of CBA deals and stuff like that. this is just his tryout season. To try out for half a season after the season and whatnot. If he's done good, maybe we keep him as a head coach. If he doesn't do good, obviously, I mean, he's got some work to do. Okay. My question for you, Chris, is what are your thoughts on Frank Reich? When we, come into this year, did you think like, okay, Colts were going to be kind of decent this year? Like you thought it was all right? Or what are your thoughts on him? How do you think of the Jeff Saturday signing? And do you think that we're going to be good? Not even good, but do you think we're going to actually win some games going forward the rest of the season? Or do you think we should just start looking forward to the draft?
Well, I think Jeff Saturday is a hell of a player. He might. Who knows, man? He might do well. I hope he does. Shit, I always like Jeff Saturday. He's cool dude. What my thoughts on Frank Reich? I'm not a Colts fan, so I don't know that much about him. But I will say that like last year, you guys had like a really good run game, and it like helped your passing game a lot. And this year, your running game is pretty much non-existent. Jonathan Taylor doesn't even really look like the same player. I don't know if he's like dealing with injuries or what, but he just doesn't like. They're not. You guys just don't look as explosive, and I think that's like your passing game has been feeling it a lot, and that's probably why Matt Ryan has played like shit. Even though, I mean, he's not like an elite quarterback, but it's Matt Ryan. He's okay, but he has looked like shit this year. So, I mean, I feel like Frank Reich just sort of got the shit end of the stick. He hasn't. I don't think he deserved to get fired. There's a lot of other coaches that probably should be fired over him, but it is what it is. And what was your other question? Something to do with it was my thoughts on Frank Reich. How do I think Jeff Saturday will do? And
Do you think we're gonna win? Like,
I think you
we're
guys
gonna
should just tank. I mean, not like on purpose, but like it's I mean, you guys don't look good, bro.
focus on the draft?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
guys
right?
don't look good this year. I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of too far in the season now. Almost the season's almost halfway done. I mean, you probably have to like win out, and you probably need a couple other things to happen. Maybe you can make the playoffs.
I mean, right now, we
This
only
year's
have.
been wild though, so
It really has though. Like literally,
unpredictable. Like the
there's so many things.
Jets. Who would have thought that?
Giants,
I know
the
the Giants.
the
Like
Bucks.
it's just a lot of like weird shit going on. So, I mean, who knows?
I don't know if we'll win any more games or if we're gonna do good.
I think you
after
guys
this.
will win some more games. I just don't think you guys are gonna get like 500 or anything.
Yeah, like the thing is, like this is gonna be a struggle. So we hired Jeff Saturday, but we didn't hire anybody to make any play calls. Like he was our play caller, Frank Reich was. So now it's essentially on Jeff Saturday's shoulders. That's going to be a tough thing. That's very tough to do, and we have to do that throughout the rest of this season. We do have a chance to try and win the division. We're only 2 games behind the Titans right now.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, we're 3-5-1. They are 5-3. So we're still behind them. We can still sort of sneak into the playoffs. The weird thing is we beat the Chiefs earlier this season with Matt Ryan.
That's what I'm saying. It's so weird. This year's weird, man. I don't get it.
I just don't get it. Like, well, I don't understand.
Any given Sunday, I guess, man. I don't know.
It just drives me bonkers, man. I don't know what to expect. It's like
I couldn't imagine gambling right now this year.
Oh, people just getting robbed left and right from the.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got Packers losing to the Lions, Jets beating the Packers, Jets beat the Bills, Jets beat the Jets the best team? Maybe, man. They're out here smoking all the good teams, bro.
They have the same record as the Bills, essentially, almost. Like the Bills have one less.
And I don't think they've lost in the division yet. Oh, I think we actually might have beat them.
Let me look on ESPN.
But they beat the Dolphins, and they beat the Bills. I know that.
All right, so right now, Bills are 6-2. They're 3-0 in their division. No, 0-2 in their division. What?
They lost to the Dolphins and the Jets.
Jets are 2-1 in their division, so are the Miami Dolphins. Patriots are 1-1. I mean, you guys are still in the thick of it too. I mean, your division is 6-2.
Yeah, it's all real close right now. Yeah,
everything's
crazy. Because remember how the AFC, we used to like the AFC East was so weak. It was always like
It was.
Bills, Jets, Dolphins were always like bottom tier teams for so many years.
It's crazy. And now you have everyone's middle of the pack right now. Ravens are 5-3. Bengals are 5-4. I mean, Browns are 3-5. I mean, you're only 4 weeks removed, maybe 3 weeks removed from Deshaun Watson getting ready to start for your team. So they could probably do something. Titans are 5-3. I mean, shit. The Colts and the Jaguars are 3-5. I mean, the Jaguars are 3-6. You have the Chargers are 5-3. Broncos are 3-5. And then you go to the other division, like the NFL football conference, and it's just a different story. It's just the NFC East. And then the Minnesota Vikings are 7-1, and everybody else is just pretty much.
No one's talking about the Vikings. I don't know why.
Or the Seahawks. I mean now they are, but 6-3. No one thought Geno Smith was going to be leading this division 9 weeks in. We always talk shit about the Minnesota Vikings, but they've only lost one game.
I know. I feel like they're the most slept on team right now.
They are. I mean, I was dogging them, always rooting against them, obviously, because Dwyer, but
I was gonna say we gotta run our mouth to Dwyer.
Yeah, but now it's just like, wow, dude, shit. I can't say anything to Dwyer anymore. Like my team's 3-5-1, bro. Like, it's abysmal. Looking at my team, like I don't even know what to do. Like I'm just watching, almost like, this is not a very fun scene. Like you watch, it's like a reality TV show sometimes, and this is not the reality that you want. Like no, like. Can we be entertaining at least? Like, why do we have to be boring? We're not even scoring. It's like there's no garbage time touchdown.
100 passing yards.
It was 121 total yards.
That's so bad, man.
I'm like, there's no garbage time touchdowns. There's no. We were 0 for 13 or some shit like that on third down.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Our defense is probably like, fuck, man, we're tired, man. Like, been on the field all the damn time. All right, moving on to basketball. I just want to mention a few things. Nikola Jokic passes Wilt Chamberlain for the most triple doubles by a center with a 15-point, 14 assist, 13 rebound effort against the Thunder the other day. I just wanted to bring that because that is pretty exceptional.
Pretty big, yeah.
Especially for a center. I mean, wow. And he's just gonna keep beating that. I mean, shit. He's not retiring anytime soon.
Joker's a beast, bro. Honestly, like
he's amazing, man. I wish he was on my team. But
does it all, man.
One guy I wanted to talk to you about, Russell Westbrook. He's flourishing in his new role as a sixth man. Like to start the season, he was having very poor performances. The Lakers were not looking good, and I don't know if they kind of look a little bit better. Do you feel like this is a turnaround for the Lakers and Russell Westbrook, or do you think they're just still doomed and they're fucked?
I think Lakers are doomed, bro. They got no
shooters.
No shooters, man, and it's a bunch of old motherfuckers, bro. Like everybody, LeBron came in there, and I'm a LeBron fan, but he came in there, he traded all their young talent away. Because he wanted AD, and then they started bringing all these old heads, bro. They went and traded for Russ. That didn't work out. They brought Carmelo in. That didn't really work out. Bro, I get it. You want the veterans and shit, but you need some young guys, man, that are gonna they're gonna shoot. They're gonna open up the floor because they're gonna be moving around so much, so quick and shit. I don't know.
You got some.
I feel like it's probably done. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, bro.
Damn.
And then LeBron's gonna probably ask for a trade.
I don't know if he's gonna do that. I think does his contract end this season or no? Does he have another?
Oh, actually, yeah.
I think they kind of realized that. I think they were getting ready to go in rebuild mode. I mean, they just tried to go and win the finals that 1 year. I think didn't they win that 1 year with LeBron?
The bubble. That was the bubble year, yeah.
The second year? That he was with them?
It was. I believe it was second. It was the bubble year, COVID year.
Yeah, so 2020. It just I feel like they've gotten that championship now. I feel like they're kind of rebuilding because they know that LeBron is just waiting for his kid to get in, and once the kids get in, he's gonna go wherever his kid wants.
Crazy.
So I feel like
it's
I feel like they're not going to sign a bunch of people until they kind of know what their future is going to be. Because if he stays, then boom, now they can build around him or even against his around his son or something. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
if he's not going to stay, then you want to bring in someone that you can build around or pieces that you can start to build something with. I think that's what they've been doing. I feel like they just signed a bunch of old heads this year. I don't even think that they thought that they were going to be anything. I think they just wanted to compete and just see where they can go. And they're just seeing what LeBron can do. Because I think his kid is eligible next year or the year after.
Yeah, I think so.
So we shall see.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think Lakers are screwed this year. Yeah, they don't look good at all.
I agree. You know who does look good though?
The Bulls.
Darius Garland and
Cavs. They only lost one game, I think, bro.
I can look that up.
I think like 8-1 or something. I was looking at 7-1.
Oops.
Yeah, they're looking really good. Donovan Mitchell, man.
Yeah, both of them are doing good. Honestly, in my opinion, bro, I didn't think that they were gonna do good together. But honestly, they've proved me wrong.
They got a lot of
Yeah.
They're
only lost one game. The Bucks have not lost any games at all yet. They're 9-0.
The Cavs built a franchise the right way, bro. They made trades. They got a bunch of young guys, dude. Their team is so young.
They've done a lot since LeBron's left, man. I mean, and now they're killing it. They've made a lot of good trades now, especially getting Donovan Mitchell over there, man. I mean,
so I'm saying, bro, they got a squad full of young stars, bro.
They're going to compete this year. And I think they can go deep in the playoffs.
They could even make it to the championship. Shit, I wouldn't count them out.
Their whole entire bench is deep. It's deep. Because last year, all of them got that playing time, and all these guys that are starting right now got injured. Donovan wasn't even on the team, so you had all these guys on here, and they were getting all this playing time, which is good, real good. It helps develop these players.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Cavs are a serious team.
Hell yeah. Who's not a serious team is the Nets. I don't know what the hell's going on in that organization. But Kyrie Irving's being suspended for 5 games for posting a link on his Twitter about anti-Semitic work. And he didn't apologize for it. I think he did apologize now, but he's like, oh, I'm going to donate $500K to this organization and this organization. And I think those organizations are like, nah, you can keep your money because you didn't apologize. We don't want your money if you're not going to apologize. Essentially is what
I read something that I forget who it was, but some NBA GM thinks that he's going to be done in NBA.
He only plays half the season every year. This is why I literally never draft him in fantasy. I never do it because he's just a fucking joke, okay? I'm sorry, man. Literally, the dude said that the world was flat, okay? And I'm still going to hold that to heart. Whether he was joking or not, bro, you're on a platform where all these people out there hear you. And when you say some dumbass shit like that,
now you got all these flat earthers.
Then I can't listen to you. I can't take you seriously anymore in the future. You talk very intelligently. You're very proficient when you go to talk, but it's all a bunch of bullshit every fucking time. You could literally think of whatever. You could have some Ponzi scheme, and you would sell it to someone. You would make it sound so perfect, like it's fucking Jordan Belfort, and that's how you would pitch it to people, and people would eat it up. Oh wow! But us, on the other hand, we see this dumbass shit from the side. We're like, how the fuck are they? They're believing this right now? Fuck, are you kidding me, dude? How does he in his brain? He's like, all right, I'm gonna post this on Twitter. There's gonna be no repercussions for this. Posts on Twitter, and then get mad at the fucking the reporter when he comes at us live. Reporter's like,
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
why are you promoting this? He's like, I'm not promoting this, bro. You got 1 million people on your fucking Twitter.
What do you?
1 million people go see that didn't see that shit before. Now they see that means you're promoting it. You know what I mean? You have a platform. What are you saying, dude? And he's like, just because you post things on Twitter or you promote what you put on Twitter? Technically, yeah, because he fucking posts, but he doesn't have a fucking $1 million like you do.
Yeah, right. I mean, you can't have when you got that many followers.
You just gotta be careful about what you post, and then don't say stupid shit like that. Is he anti-Semitic? We don't know. He said he's not. He says he doesn't support that, but his actions say otherwise. And he still hasn't apologized, I don't believe. He actually had to sit down with Adam Silver, and Adam Silver is like, you know what? I don't like your fucking attitude. You're suspended for 5 games.
They gave him a list of things he's got to do.
Yep. In order to come back and get reinstated or something like that, he's gonna have to take classes and stuff. I'm like, dude,
bro, treating him like he's in elementary school. All right, Kyrie. You want to go back to recess? You're gonna have to do all these things.
He's gonna have to write like, I will not say, I will not post
Fucking
anti-Semitic
chalkboard.
bullshit on Twitter like
Like,
100
dude,
times.
Dad, you got to do that to him. God, man.
Unbelievable.
Some
Rob.
people.
I don't get it, man. All right, so last thing I want to talk to you about, two things actually.
You're good.
Dan Snyder.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
He's under investigation, right?
Yeah, I want to make sure that all this stuff I click on is okay. So the Commanders are being investigated by the feds again over alleged financial improprieties. So they're already being sued in a whole other district, and now they're being sued again in a whole other state. So it's in Virginia and I think Washington, D.C. for the same exact reason. Bleacher Report put out something about that earlier. In addition to that, there's another report literally that came out right after that report immediately where Dan Snyder is apparently considering selling the team. His words were, where did it go? They're exploring all options on selling the team. Now, it could be part of the team. A lot of people there's rumors out there saying he'll sell part of the team so that way he can get some cash flow real quick to buy some lawyers or whatever the fuck he needs to do. Or he's just going to sell the whole team. Crazy shit that's been happening is since he's reported that he may sell the team and they're exploring all options, it's been reported that the team could be worth up to $7 billion. Jeff Bezos has been interested in joining the league. Jay-Z wants to team up. And now Matthew McConaughey, saw this report earlier today.
Kevin Durant said he wants in too.
Shit. I mean, everybody wants in. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Honestly, I think he just should sell. Like, I feel like he's got no other choice. I don't know why. Like, this is prolonged and gone as long.
$7 billion, you could have that shitty ass team. I'm gone.
Literally,
I'm taking.
I don't know, man. Like, I love fantasy football so much. To have one in real life, like, that's gotta be so cool. Like, imagine you're just that fucking rich.
To own a team would be kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like, man, it's kind of like Michael Jordan, bro. Like, he became a basketball player.
It is.
And now he owns the motherfucker. He's like,
it will remind me of like literally playing Madden franchise mode.
Literally,
I decided who my coach is, everything.
I'd be doing the GM shit too. Like, I'd be adjusting the price of everything, skyrocketing it. I got like poor reports. Everyone's like talking.
Salary cap off.
Everyone's going like, how come you're charging $5 for a hot dog or whatever, or $15 for a cheeseburger? Bitch, we win every game.
Contracts, I gotta pay these men.
We don't lose games. Like, what do you expect? Like, you think that we're gonna win 19 games in a season and not charge you $15? Like, fuck off, lady. Like,
you know how much I gotta pay these men, bro? You gotta keep
the roster together.
Every year, the market gets even bigger, bro.
You want nice seats, comfortable seats? I got to remodel these and renovate them every single month. All right, pay me my fucking money.
Right. That's hilarious.
But yeah, like this bum, I don't know why he's still in the league. He just does a bunch of dumb shit. I mean, he's fucking over the owners by, having 2 books. I mean, honestly, that's just really difficult. Whoever did that probably had to be so stressed out all the time. Like,
yeah, no doubt.
To do 1 book is stressful, but to do 2 books, whoever took care of his financials, applause to him. He probably paid him a lot of money. But yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion on the Washington Commanders and Dan Snyder. And do you think he's actually going to sell the team, or do you think he's just trying to sell part of the team so that way he can get some cash flow to do whatever the fuck else he's trying to do?
Well, if I was him, I would just sell the whole team because they suck anyways. But
also, I want to say one thing. On top of that, he said earlier, like a month or 2 ago, that he's going to take every one of the owners down with him. He's not going out without a fight. So the fact that this report comes out and says that he's going to sell the team or part of the team makes me think that he's going to sell part of it and use that money to go after the owners. But go on with what you were saying. I wanted to let you know about that.
I didn't know about that, though. I didn't know he said that. Maybe he's bluffing, so he just said that. Now he knows that he was just bluffing, so he's going to sell the team. I don't know, to try to, like...
He's getting them all lined up.
You guys caught me. If I just sell it, maybe, like... everything's good. We're even type
What if he
shit.
does like little parts here and there? Like he sells like total Jeff Bezos, Matthew McConaughey, KD, them in there. Like, all right, here's 30% of the team. Now he's got cash flow, goes after the owners, brings out all that bullshit about them, whatever it is. It's
That
a
would be
big
nuts.
thing. And then fucking sells the rest of his team.
That would be nuts. He's like, I'm bringing everyone down. Fuck y'all.
I want to know.
But then I'd want to know how did he get caught and how come all these other owners got away with it?
It's true. And he's also got dirt on Goodell. Irsay said, dude, like, I think Irsay's calling his bluff. I don't think he's got anything on Jim Irsay. Like, I feel like Jim Irsay can't get away with shit anyways on this dude's getting caught doing DUIs. Like, you're a billionaire.
Well, this worries me because Robert Kraft's a sketchy motherfucker, so I don't know. Who knows?
How? Like, the thing is, though, like, these, I mean, it's Robert Kraft probably got some shit. I want to hear about him. But, like, Irsay, bro, it's like, I don't know, man.
I mean, we already know what Robert Kraft did. So like,
we already know Irsay likes those pills, bro.
I don't know, man. All these, they're probably maybe Snyder's not lying. I don't know.
I should probably not say that. I'm a piece of shit for saying that. But I mean, sorry, Mr. Irsay. But like, I don't know. I just like, I'm still wondering why he's still in the league. But I do want to hear all the other bullshit dirt that the NFL owners could possibly have. Because what if he's like, what if he comes out and just says, yeah, every owner in the NFL is fucking racist. Every one of them. All of them. I am too.
Like,
but
got like all the texts and shit from like a group chat that they're in or something.
This right here, yeah, you thought he was gonna go there? Fuck no. He said, yeah, we took him in for an interview, and like I guarantee they're gonna say some shit.
That would be so fucked, dude. That would be
concussions, race. I feel like those are the big things in the NFL that like could bring them down. Like player health safety, shit like that. I don't know, maybe betting.
Players play through injuries, like giving them like fucking shots and numbness shit and all that good old stuff.
What if it's all rigged?
Dude, that would be so bad.
The WWE and they have their own fucking storylines for every fucking season.
Dude, you know how fucked that would be?
I'd be fucking mad as fuck, bro.
If I found out football was rigged, I'm instantly gonna assume everything else is rigged.
Oh yeah, you guys, you have to. Oh man,
basketball, baseball, NASCAR, everything. I'm not even gonna watch it no more. None of it. What's the point?
Because it's a good season, bro. It's like TV. You're watching.
Yeah,
TV.
but it's all scripted now. It just ruined it for me.
You know what? You don't know what the script is.
I'll never really know who really is the best fucking team because it's all fucking scripted.
That's very true.
It like whoever really would be the winner, it was a scripted win.
And again, though, it could just be like a storyline. What if it's a really good story that year?
Bro, it's fake though. It's just like it would really remind me of just be like watching WWE, but like in other sports now.
But you know it. You're like, all right, I know this is.
Yeah,
fake.
when I was like 10, WWE was cool, bro.
Hey, man, it's entertaining every now and then. It just depends on who's on there.
I mean, maybe if John Cena's on there, but fuck everybody else.
I always watch whenever Pat McAfee goes on there and does some dumb shit, or The Rock. Pat McAfee was on there for a minute. He was the announcer.
I didn't even know that.
Yep.
Pat McAfee must be doing everything, dude. Damn.
Well, right now he is a analyst for college football.
Yeah, he got his own show, right? Yeah.
No, he's got. Not only does he has his own show, but he goes on ESPN and he does analyst on Saturdays for college football.
So he's making money there. I know FanDuel probably giving him something for all these
his show
promotions and shit.
I mean, the college football, but and also the WWE thing. He can go back to that after college is done. So once college football is done, he's going back to being an announcer for WWE. Is what he said.
Man just retired and went straight to making this even more bread. He's like, give me more.
This dude knows more billionaires than I do. I mean, Vince McMahon, Jim Irsay. I mean, the fact that he knows one is more than me, but still, like Jim Irsay, Vince McMahon.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Fucking Jeff Bezos gets in the NFL. I'm sure he'll know that motherfucker, bro. Yeah.
Pat McAfee's cool though. I fucks with him.
He's cool. He's a funny, relatable dude, man. Like, he just like. The reason why I like him so much is because he's about everybody. Like, he just wants to see everybody do good, and he's not really a negative guy. I'm a positive guy, and I like positive people, and I feel like if you surround yourself with positive people, your life is usually positive. and he pushes out good vibes on everybody. And occasionally there's that fucking asshole that you gotta get to, but for the most part,
that's with everything.
Some people are
assholes.
You can only take so much, and like you just gotta be a fucking asshole back. You're like, all right, you're fucking dumb. I just can't take your stupidity. But no, other than that, like when he's hilarious, he goes on a show. Not only that, like his show, he brought his own friends on. Like he quit his job essentially. He said, you know what, fuck, I don't need millions of dollars from the NFL. I'm gonna bring my friends from the mud. So him and his friend they came up with the show. He has they're all in it. Like all his friends, they do the video, they all talk on the show, like they all do their own little thing, but they did it themselves and they started from scratch.
I'm just curious, how did he start? On YouTube or what? How the fuck did he get on
Sirius XM radio and YouTube? It was both. I think there's other platforms they probably use
now he's on TV now, right?
You said what?
He's on TV now, right?
No, he's still on YouTube. And Sirius XM. He's still on both of those.
He'll probably have a TV show soon, a couple years or some shit, a year or so.
I can see it.
Hopping on TV.
Get a TV deal.
Yeah, I could see it, dude. He's doing everything else. Why the fuck not?
He's ambitious. I could see that, man. I mean, fuck. Have his own TV show, then every single week you just
take his show off of YouTube on the national television, get a contract with ESPN or some shit. I don't know.
One thing I feel like I like about him too is the fact that his platform, I feel, is more honest than any other platforms I watch. He brings players and coaches and GMs on there and they speak their mind. None of them really have to have a filter. Some of them cuss, so you get to see the other side of that person. And so Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I see that.
That dude was a fucking dickhead forever. But he went on that show for the Pat McAfee show. And I'm like, damn, this dude's a human being just like us. And the fact that he just doesn't lie. He's not doing something to get clicks, and he's not going on there to to destroy people. He doesn't bring on an athlete on oh, you fucking suck. What happened this week? You're a terrible person. He doesn't do that. He just, hey man, what happened this week? Yada yada yada. He's like, oh, it's okay. You'll get him next week. He's like, I'm rooting for you. He's always rooting for somebody. And he's got some epic announcements. He kind of reminds me of Bruce Buffer in a way, but for his show.
Pat McAfee's a shit, bro.
He's the one who inspired me to start doing all this.
I believe it. I can see it.
I was just watching, man, if he could do this shit, I can do this shit. I've always wanted to talk. I just didn't want to own my own show. But then I was like, I could probably own my own show.
Oh, yeah. You probably took a little bit to learn how to, all the, technicals and shit.
Yeah, and I'm still learning, honestly.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Growing is probably the toughest challenge. I don't let it affect me mentally because we started from the muck, bro. And when I say the muck, I mean we went from having nobody to watch our show to one person watching our show to now I probably on average get about 12 people to watch my show every single week, a consecutive 12 people. Some people oh, you only have 12 people, they ain't shit. To me that's a lot, I have 12.
It's all about progress, bro.
Yeah. Just keep at it,
100%.
But yeah, Pat McAfee was the reason why I started doing all this.
Good inspiration for sure.
All right, well, last question, I promise you.
You're good.
Justin Fields broke a record for the most yards run ever in a single game. He got 178. My questions are, what are your thoughts on Justin Fields now? Because I remember him going into the NFL. Obviously, we don't know how usual OSU quarterbacks do. They don't usually fend too well. And last year, he didn't play too well either. This year, he's been playing a little bit better and being efficient with the ball. So my question for you is, now that the Bears are allowing him to be him, do you think he's going to be the new thing, kind of like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and stuff like that? Or do you think that was just a fluke last week?
Okay. I watched the whole game yesterday. I was at my dad's, so I watched the whole game. He looked really good yesterday. He didn't make that many throws, but it looked like he was he felt when the pocket was collapsing, he knew when to. He made good decisions He knew when he should throw, and he knew when like it's like he didn't turn the ball over, which was nice. Like he didn't force throws. He ran when he needed to. It was just it looked good. He looked good, bro. Honestly. Now I did notice. I feel like a lot of the reason he hasn't looked that good in like previous games is once again the Bears O line, bro. It's horrible, dog. And I think that's like really been the problem with like a lot of people they had. Like Trubisky, I mean he does suck, don't get me wrong, but like a lot of his problems was he never had time to throw. He was always under duress. And Fields, it's better having Fields because he's a little bit more elusive. He can make stretch out some of them plays and shit. But like he ain't gonna be able to do that forever, bro. And you gonna keep having him doing that. He gonna end up getting hurt. He ain't. I mean, he's not Lamar Jackson, bro. I don't know if you're trying to think he might be like Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar's a little bit more like.
Do you know he's bigger than Lamar? I think.
You think so?
I think so. I'm pretty positive. I think he put on some muscle this offseason. I have to go look.
Lamar quicker though.
How much does Lamar Jackson weigh? How much does Justin Fields weigh? Ooh, never mind. Lamar Jackson's got him by 10 pounds. He's 238 pounds, and Justin Fields is 228.
So Lamar's bigger and faster. So, I mean, that probably helps Lamar because he's able to truck some motherfuckers. But I don't know, bro. Fields looked good yesterday. I mean,
Did you see
he
that
set the record.
Little side, like he was gonna act like he was gonna throw, but he was literally in the air, like in the middle of the air, and like going like this, like he was gonna throw it, and then just as soon as he touched the ground,
I know what play you're talking about. Yeah, me and my dad were talking about that. No, he looked good yesterday for sure. It was funny. My dad kept saying like, he was like, man, he's the only reason we're in the game. He's doing it all. And then Cole Kmet would catch a pass every now and then. He's like, yeah, him and Cole Kmet, the only ones doing anything. He was like, they should go back to the locker room and tell him I want everybody's game check. There's some bullshit. I was like, yeah, I mean, damn near.
Like offense and defense.
For real, though.
Bears got robbed, though. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, I saw that.
Clearly pass interference, man. Like,
yeah, he's dragging them down and shit.
Unreal. They got robbed. They should have had a chance to kick a field goal, tie the game.
The refs have been horrible. Like
all year. There's literally been calls like DJ Moore last week took off his helmet, or not even like 2 weeks ago, took his helmet off, but he wasn't on the sidelines anymore. They called it penalty, and they ended up backing it up, and that dude missed the kick, and then or something like that. So they ended up not winning, and they went to overtime, and somebody else, the other team won. I think it was the Falcons. But if they never backed it up, more than likely he probably would have made that because it would have been a shoe-in. So like there was that.
They weren't calling it yesterday. I see some on Twitter about it, like Jalen Ramsey and a couple, it's just like
it's popping up.
All right, if you're gonna call it consistently. Don't just call it when you want to, because then it makes you look biased and not credible.
Mm-hmm.
Like you call it for everybody regardless. Like don't just call it some weeks and then other weeks you guys let us, like that's bullshit. You gotta have consistency. But you guys are not credible, and that's like we need credible refs.
Literally. There was I think it was like last week. I was with Danny. We were on the show, and we had a video of a ref who, like, as he was saying the call out loud, he laughed because he knows how ridiculous that call was. It was like stupid as fuck. It was like something about the defensive player made a move that was unlike football. So because of that, they got like a 5 or 10 yard penalty.
Bro, what? They're out here just writing rules in and shit.
Literally, as he's saying that, he starts laughing. The ref did, and he's like, 5 yard penalty. And they're like, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, he knows it's stupid. Like, that was a dumb rule. Like, why is that being called?
If I was him, I'd be like, why do I gotta say this? Can someone else get the hot mic and say this? I don't want to
He's like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. He's like, bro, that's gonna make us look fucking stupid.
They're like, well, we got the word. Vegas said it.
Well,
Vegas called. They said, say that. It's like, what the fuck, man? That's the best they come up with. Oh my god, bro! I'm gonna be all over Twitter now.
I feel
Oh,
like
that's funny.
I mean, I feel like the refs have like the worst job ever, but it's like, dude, I honestly, we have so much technology nowadays. I don't understand like how we're not calling New York. New York's like, yep, no, that's not good. Okay, turn around. Okay, boom, we're done. Like keep
In like 10 seconds, dude. Right?
we see it on TV.
Like,
I can call Fred
dude.
right now. I'm like, hey, Fred, you see this on TV? Yeah, he didn't fucking catch that shit.
Rewind. Yep, exactly.
All
Like,
within a minute.
holy shit, dude.
Shit, I could be watching right now. I can call down the fucking field. Like, why are we not doing this? Like, this is 2022, bro. About to be 2023.
I think the same thing all the time, man. I'm like, all these high-tech cameras and playbacks and all these different angles on the replays.
And the refs have cameras now. In college football, I forgot who it was, but there's a ref that actually has a ref cam.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I fucks with that.
Yeah. So you can like see them as they're moving around on the field. So it's like you could see like what they were seeing. It's like, oh, what did you see? Because we have your camera. The fuck?
Yeah, so I don't want to hear no bullshit.
He's like, I saw this. Blah, blah,
They'll
blah.
have to start, make them start wearing like glasses with a camera on them or something. But all right, bitch, yeah, you know what you saw.
Gadget glasses.
Yeah, for real though, something, dude. Shit.
God, man,
the refs have been horrible, man.
Yeah, all right, man. That's all I had for you today, bro. Appreciate you coming on, homie.
For sure, my dude. I'm gonna go catch some sleep.
All right, man. Go get some Z's.
Yep. Take care, bro.
Later. Deuces. All right, guys. I already did that one. Okay. So, Geno Smith is one of 3 Seahawks that are being lauded as October Players of the Month. And I will show you here in a second who those individuals are. The Players of the Month on NFL.com. Geno Smith. And also, Geno Smith is the Player of the Month, Offensive Player of the Month. Tariq Woolen is the Defensive Rookie of the Month. And then Kenneth Walker is the Offensive Rookie of the Month. They've been doing exceptional things. Geno Smith has 102 of 147 passes, 69.4% completion percentage, 1,207 yards, 9 touchdowns to just 1 interception, and he has an impressive 111.7 passer rating. Let's see, Kenneth Walker, he's got 432 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns, which tops all rookies, and he's scored in 4 straight games. And then Woolen, he's had interceptions in 4 straight games at one point. Let's see. He's got, during this month, he has 19 tackles, 5 pass breakups, 2 fumble recoveries, and 3 interceptions, and 1 was returned for a touchdown. Just want to bring some light to these guys. They've been absolutely killing it. AFC Offensive Player of the Month went to Tennessee running back Derrick Henry. He rushed for a pair of scores and more than 200 yards for the 6th time in his decorated career. He's averaging 140.8 yards per game. He's racking up 563 yards total, 5 rushing scores, 645 scrimmage yards. Yeah, some other stats over there. And I think, let's see. Defensive Player of the Month is Quinnen Williams. He's got 23 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and a pass breakup. And Zadarius Smith. Wait. Oh, he's the rookie. I believe. First round pick. Defensive Player of the Month. Wait, what? AFC Special Teams Player is Ryan Stonehouse. NFC Special Teams Player is Tressway. I don't know what it means right here. This is kind of confusing right here where it says that he was recognized as the AFC Defensive Player of the Month, and then you have this guy's name, which says NFC Defensive Player of the Month. Oh, AFC, NFC. Duh. Okay. Now everything makes sense. Okay. Just want to bring some light today, guys. Show you guys that stuff. Okay, I was thinking of it now because we just talked about the Defensive Rookie of the Month. I was talking about Defensive Player of the Month. Let's see. Is Brandin Cooks going to stay with the Texans, or is he going to be released? There's been some reports that came out saying he's not happy with the team. They wanted to trade him. They couldn't trade him, so he's unhappy that he wasn't traded. He didn't play this last week due to personal reasons. I'm assuming he was probably just pissed off and didn't want to play. They're talking with him. I think they might be smoothing some things out, so hopefully he can progress and play the rest of the season. He hasn't been very good, though. He's just been kind of mediocre and average. If anything, he's went all the way down to a flex. I feel like he's just been like a flex lately. I don't think he'll be released, though. I think he's going to stay with the team with the Texans, at least until the end of this year, and then he'll go somewhere else. Jay-Z and Jeff Bezos are reportedly exploring to buy the Commanders. Also, Bears general manager Ryan Poles was seen with Ryan Dale from Ohio State prior to their game. So they're talking on there. I don't know if Ryan Poles is maybe looking for some new receivers for Justin Fields to throw to. They got some studs over there right now, like Marvin Harrison Jr., Nabuka, and then they have Jackson Smith. Got some guys over there, some dogs. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes has now won 23 straight games in November and December. This is the longest streak by any quarterback since 1950. The last time Mahomes has lost in either of those months was in 2019, and that was against the Titans that they just beat. Hold on, make sure I don't have anything else I got to talk about. Okay, so the Lions and the Packers, we just watched that game. Lil Wayne has said that he is giving up on the season. He said, RIP to the season. We should have gotten rid of 12 before the season. So he's mad. He wants to get rid of Aaron Rodgers, thinks they should have done that before the beginning of the season. Packers do not look good right now. I mean, they could even beat the worst defense in the league, which is the Lions. I thought it was the Colts, but it's literally the Lions. The Lions are the worst defense in the league. I expected more from the Packers, but I think they can still turn around. I just think they need to get their offensive line figured out. Their receivers need to get on the same page. There's a lot of them getting injured. There's so many injuries on that defense now. They just lost Rashawn Gary for the whole season. He torn his ACL tear. Romeo Dobbs was cut off the field with an ankle injury. He's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. There's a lot of injuries going on with the Packers right now, and they do not look good. I'm curious to see what he's going to say on the Pat McAfee tomorrow on Tuesday. It's not looking good for the Packers. Not looking good. The Jets and the Bills. The Jets won. Surprisingly, I had the Bills winning. And the Jets snuck one in there, man. And maybe the Jets are some teams, or maybe the Jets are a team that everyone needs to take seriously now. I mean, we've gotten to the 9-game mark here of the season, and they still are doing good. They're still killing it. Technically, they're kind of tied in their division, but they're not. The Bills are 6-2, and they are 6-3, so they have one more loss than the Bills do. But they're right in the thick of it, man. I mean, they are some dogs, and they're killing it. They're surprising people. I like Breece Hall. He was on their team. He's injured, and he's out for the season now. They have Michael Carter over there now. They got James Robinson. I think James Robinson's going to take over that starting role here soon. So start to look out for him to get more and more snaps. Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson. They've got some goons over there. Defense, like their defense is exceptional right now. They're playing lights out. I'm surprised. Shout out to the Jets, man. Welcome to FedEx Field, where the Commanders are using Taylor Heinicke's photo in ads for the 2023 season. Does that mean there's no more Carson Wentz? You guys are like, what are you talking about? Here, I'll show you. Hold on. Boom, boom, and yep, right here. All right, so Tom Pelissero says, welcome to FedEx Field, where the Commanders are using Taylor Heinicke's photo in ads. This is what it is. Boom, right here. So he's already in there. So if they're already doing this for the 2023 season, which means they're bringing back Taylor Heinicke, if they're putting him on the face of things, does that mean that Carson Wentz is not going to be back with the team? Are they just going to roll with Taylor Heinicke the rest of the way? Does he give them the better chance at winning Do they not plan on sending Carson Wentz at the end of the season? Or are they just going to let him go? I'm kind of curious on these things now. I'm going to see how this all plays out. But if it was my bet, I'm rooting for Taylor Heineke. I wouldn't start Carson Wentz. Taylor Heineke shows a lot more flash. He seems to have more of the reins on this offense than Carson Wentz does. Okay. What else we got on here? DeAndre Hopkins apparently was the subject of a flurry of trade calls this week. It would have been an under-the-radar target that may have led to a blockbuster trade. I mean, you got to think about that. DeAndre Hopkins, man, beast. I mean, he came back. He's already leading the NFL in pretty much almost every statistical category. Who would they have traded him to? I wonder who was looking out for him. Maybe the Packers. I know they need a wide receiver. Maybe the Cowboys. I know that they're looking to sign OBJ, which we'll talk about here in a second. I don't know, man. I mean, that's pretty crazy. I heard that rumor. I'm like, damn. Like, why do the Arizona Cardinals want to get rid of Hopkins? I mean, you just traded for him for next to nothing. You gave away, what was it, David Johnson? Obviously, we know who won that trade, but you're gonna get rid of him again? Like you're just not gonna have him on your team anymore? Like what? Like I don't see the reason because they're not tanking. Like they're doing okay. I think they're 4-5. Like I don't see the reason why they would need to trade DeAndre Hopkins. So that's a little concerning to me. I feel like there's more to that story right now. Could be the reason why he was suspended for 6 games, and he's still upset about that. Maybe it has something to do with the organization. I don't know. We shall find out, though. We shall find out. OBJ, though, what are his landing spots right now? Well, I'll let you know. He's actually already named a few of them, and he went on someone's podcast or show or something like that. Here, I'll show you. He said whether it's Buffalo, Green Bay, the Cowboys, or a reunion with the Giants, he's just looking for a new home, and the playoffs are calling.
Whether it's Buffalo, whether it was Green Bay calling the Cowboys, or the reunion with the Giants, I want to be able to spill like my last. I'm not saying I only got 3 or 4 left, but these next 3 or 4 years into somewhere I could buy a home. Like I can call this place home. Yeah. I'm tired of living out of 2 suitcases.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's just not. I've done the rock and roll life. My mom sent me this article the other day. Mm-hmm. I don't know, maybe this video has some self-esteem issues. So I was just attacking me. And it was like, oh, teams only want them for the name or whatever. But it's just weird that GMs of teams, teams that are all going to the playoffs, teams that are all 6-2, all 7-0, the top teams are calling. It's not like
of course
any just team is calling because people know what I can do on the field.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. If you guys want to see that video, that was on @Complex Sports. If you go out there on Twitter, I'm sure they have the entire interview coming if you go to their thing. But yeah, he says Buffalo, Green Bay, Cowboys, and a reunion with the Giants. I mean, I'm sure Aaron Rodgers would love to have him. That could definitely help turn them around. I mean, if the Cowboys or Buffalo got them, they would be scary, like ridiculously scary with Odell Beckham Jr. back on their team. They would take some heat off of CeeDee Lamb at least, and maybe open up some space for the rest of the guys that are on that team. And then as far as the Buffalo Bills, I mean, they're already loaded. You got Stephon Diggs, Kazay McKenzie, Gabriel Davis, and I mean, you're putting Odell Beckham Jr. on there, just like it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. The Giants, I feel like Daniel Jones could definitely use him. I don't feel like it would really elevate their team or make it any better than what they are. He'd definitely be the number 1 over there now, though. And then you got, Wan'Dale Robinson. He can flourish a little bit more. I don't know, man. If I were to pick a team for him to go to, like he should go to, I feel like he'd probably do the best. It's probably Dallas Cowboys or the Buffalo Bills. Like those two would be, I mean, good quarterbacks. I mean, just saying. Just saying. All right, injury report. Michael Thomas, out for the season. Waste of space. I'm not talking about him in general. I'm just talking about on my roster where he was sitting for the majority of the season. Waste of space on the roster. Shouldn't have drafted him. I kind of had it figured. I mean, he didn't play last year. I mean, honestly, this is the last time I'll ever draft Michael Thomas. Somebody else can take that chance next year if they want to do so. Maybe he should retire. Not sure. He just keeps getting injured, and it's not looking good. Rashawn Gary is out for the season due to a torn ACL. Running back Aaron Jones is questionable with an ankle injury. His test came back negative. He was seen in a boot and is expected to play on Sunday, but he's still questionable. Romeo Dobbs, he was carted off the field yesterday with an ankle injury, and he's expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks. Xavier McKinney on his bye week injured his hand. I'll share his tweet with you. He said, and you can go to his Twitter, during our bye week, I went away to Cabo. While there, I joined a group for a guided sightseeing tour on ATVs. Unfortunately, I had an accident and injured my hand. The injury will keep me sidelined for a few weeks. I will do everything I can to get back as quickly as possible so I can contribute to what we're building here in New York. That's unfortunate. If you guys want to know his Twitter, it's at MCKINNEY15_. Might be 2 underscores, but I think it's 1. But yeah. So he injured himself on the bye week, having some fun. And I think that's what I got so far for injuries. I did send some to Chris earlier. Hold on, I'll tell you some more. Buda Baker has an ankle sprain. Josh Allen is likely to be limited this week because he has an elbow injury that he suffered late in the Sunday's loss. Just a situation you should monitor for now. The Jets' defensive tackle Sheldon Rankin suffered a dislocated elbow Sunday versus the Buffalo Bills. He's going to miss about 4 to 6 weeks. And that's it for the injury report. All right. Last thing, obviously, you guys know I go over my picks. Denny's not on the show this week. I didn't ask him what his picks were again, so we're just going to do mine. I've been doing pretty solid with those anyways. What's the score to the Ravens game? Yeah, Ravens are more likely winning that. It's 27-6 right now. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's a W. So that means I went 8-5 this week. And I think Danny picked him 2, so he went 7-6 for week 9. Okay. Alrighty. I can probably call Danny and ask him what his things are, but I'm not going to go ahead and do that, guys. Let's see if we got any breaking news. Any breaking news? Josh Hart hit a game winner against Miami. Hawks gave the Bucks their first loss. Wow, DeJounte Murray and Trey out there doing some things. Here's some other injury reports. Okay, Deshaun Jackson is questionable to return to this game. He's got a hamstring injury, so that just happened. Yeah, I think that's pretty much for that. Okay, let's go on to the picks. All right, so right now we got the Atlanta Falcons on Thursday versus the Carolina Panthers. And honestly, damn, this is a tough one. I am going to say the Falcons, honestly. -3. Oops. Derek. Okay. All right. Seahawks versus the Buccaneers. I'm taking the Seahawks, guys. They've been tremendous value throughout the season. +2. Let's see. We have the Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears. I'm taking the Bears, guys. Justin Fields looked really good last week, and it's only by a field goal. So we got Vikings versus the Bills. I think the Bills rebound this week, but honestly, I don't think the Bills are going to beat them by a touchdown. I think it's going to be by a field goal. So I'm going to go with the Vikings. +6.5. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think they can cover the 9.5 points. Broncos versus Titans. Broncos are trash. Going with the Titans. They're going to etch out an easy win. Hopefully they can lose, but I doubt it. Texans versus Giants. I'm going with the Giants. I believe they can cover a touchdown. Who else we got? Cleveland Browns versus the Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Covering it by 4. Saints versus Steelers. I'm going with the Saints. Minus 2.5. Colts versus Raiders. Colts are absolutely abysmal, so I'm just going to go with the Raiders. Minus 6.5. I'm still going. We got Cowboys versus Packers. I'm taking Cowboys. Minus 5. Cardinals versus Rams. I'm taking Cardinals. Plus 3. Chargers versus the 49ers. I'll take the 49ers. Minus 7. And then Monday Night Football next week, which is the 14th, right? Yep. Commanders versus the Eagles. I'm going Eagles. Minus 10.5. Yeah, I think they trounced those motherfuckers. Okay. Those are my picks, guys. Falcons minus 3, Seahawks plus 2, Bears minus 3, Vikings plus 6.5, Chiefs minus 9.5, Titans minus 2.5, Giants minus 7, Dolphins minus 4, Saints minus 2.5, Raiders minus 6.5, Cowboys minus 5, Cardinals plus 3, 49ers minus 7, and Eagles minus 10.5. I'm going to start putting some prop bets in here soon. I'm making a Discord group for the rest of my picks that I do. If any of you guys would like to be in on that, I can always share my Discord in here. There's going to be a subscription for it, though. If you guys would like to support and get my picks and whatnot, I'm usually pretty good. I've done pretty well the last several weeks. I've got a winning record for the last last 5 weeks. So that's good. That's pretty much all I have for the day. If you guys have any questions about fantasy football, I can tell you guys about my waiver wire rankings that I got right here. I had Jeff Wilson leading it earlier. Let's see what else I got. Let me go back. Where's my... All right, so it'll be Jeff Wilson, Rashad White, Wan'Dale Robinson, Terrace Marshall Jr. I should have started him last week, honestly. I had him on my bench, and I started one of the wide receivers for Detroit. And, yeah. Gus Edwards, Greg Dulcich is Dulcich or something like that is a good tight end. I'm kind of done right then after that. So, yeah. If you guys have any questions about stardom, sit-em questions, who you should start each week or whatever, hit me up. Send me a thing on Instagram or Twitter or on Facebook if you have me on Facebook. If you have any questions about who you should pick up, if you should drop a player, I can answer those questions too as well. Yeah, just let me know, guys. Appreciate you guys listening. You guys have a wonderful day. Also, don't forget to subscribe below. We do need 87 more subscribers. Thanks, guys.